Hi everybody, today I've got a money saving tip for you. It's really simple, really straightforward, but not something people think of all the time. So I have a question first of all. How much do you spend on milk each month, each week, each day? I know I used to spend round about £1.65 per litre, and I could easily drink a litre myself during the day. So with the family, we needed a lot more and spent a lot of money on milk. But instead, nowadays we make our own, and it costs about 27 pence per litre. So this is the machine that I use to make it. This is our milk making machine. You can make hemp milk, soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, any sort of milk that you want, which of course is great for people who have a lactose intolerance as well. That's how I began, in fact. My son had a lactose intolerance and he got eczema from it. And since he stopped having cow's milk, no more skin problems. So, really simply, here we go. It's a bit like a blender, really. We have the whisk part here, and this basket, you may not be able to see, but it has tiny holes in the sides and in the bottom. So we're going to put the beans that we use, whether it's soybeans or hemp seeds, in here, screw that onto the top, put it in a jug of water, and blitz it, and make our own milk. So because the soybeans have to be soaked overnight, I'm going to make hemp milk now from scratch. So we buy our hemp seeds in bulk and we keep them in here. There is a little scoop that you can use to measure it properly, but hey, bit of this, bit of that, it'll be fine. So put that in here, get this, and you have to line up the dents on there with little notches that are in here. So you line it up and you screw it on like that. And then inside the jug there are lines that show you how far to fill it. But generally what works for us is just using a jug of filtered water. And then there are 3 different buttons on the top of the lid. One is for making the soy milk, because the soy milk has to be cooked and heated up. It takes about half an hour to make soy milk once you've soaked the beans. But with the hemp milk, all we need to do is mill it. So it's quite noisy. I'm going to mill this about 5 or 6 times. So it's just a few goes each time. So that's it, just 6 pushes of that button. It only takes a few seconds each time. So in less than 2 minutes, let's see what we've got. Now you'll see that this jug comes with a white bowl that's got a cross in the middle, and that's because on the bottom of this strainer is a little cross-shaped stand. So when you're just shaking the milk off like that, we've got the seeds inside there, and you can see the hemp milk draining off. Then I can pop it straight in here and it stands up itself, and so I can just let that milk drain off in there while I unplug this, and you can see the hemp milk that I've just made. So it goes nice and frothy, and it also, you can see some of the darker part of the hemp seeds. You retain all the goodness when you have this. There we go. And when you keep it in the fridge, you'll see that it does separate. You can see sort of the layers. So you will need to shake it before you use it if you keep it in the fridge. But now I've got one more money saving tip for you. And this is for the people who are doing my detox with me next week on Monday. When you're running around doing your Christmas shopping, it's often difficult to eat healthily, because if you want to go just do all your shopping and then go and get a sandwich or something, you might be paying, what, £3.50 for a meal deal? So there we go, we've got the hemp milk in the top that I've decided to make my shake with today. So now I'll show you that you take the bottom part off, and unscrew it, and in that I'm going to put some of the Juice Plus Complete. It's a complete meal replacement, and it's full of nutrition and healthy natural foods. There's no preservatives, no pesticides, no junk in it. So it's just a good, healthy, nutritious meal. And I'm going to have a scoop of that and just put it in here. And then sometimes, just for variety, I might add some herbs or some spices. I put baobab in the winter because that's really fantastic to stop you from getting a cold. So I'll add a teaspoon maybe of baobab on top of there, and then screw that back on and screw it onto there. And here I have it. That's my healthy meal on the go, and it's cost me £1.38 for the Juice Plus in that, and however many pennies it cost to make the milk. So it's a really nutritious meal, and you know, if you make your own milk, you can save an absolute fortune. Anybody who's doing the detox with me next week, then this is what I'll be doing, is hemp milk some days, soy milk other days, just to provide a bit of variety as we have our 2 shakes a day and then enjoy a healthy, nutritious meal in the evening. So I hope that's helpful, and if you've got any comments or want to know any more about it, then please leave me a message below. Thank you.